just finished watching it, so what a hell of a show. And I mean, what better way to start? You got the family, Tony D'Angelo and Stax versus Pretty Deadly in a trunk match. Baby! This was a really good match. And I mean, you have one of those things where you think of a match that's unique. This was just that. I mean, you got the family driving this beautiful 1948, I think it was a 48. But you had chains, you had chairs, you had a kiddie pool with these colorful little balls. There was a very intense match, and you have Pretty Deadly try to put Stacks in the trunk, but he grabs a fire hydrant and sprays them, which has Tony beat them up and put them in the trunk, and bada boom, the family wins. So that was a really good match, and I think, I can't wait to see what's next. Really, I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens at Battleground. And, well, I mean, there was talks of them going into the WWE Tag Team Championship, well, NXT Tag Team Championship round, or whatever, to have a match. So I can't wait to see what's in store for them at Battleground, but it'll be fun nonetheless. Yeah, Braun Breaker versus Andre Chase. You have Duke Hudson give him a pep talk backstage, and it was pretty cool. Like, very cool to see that Duke has come into that face run and really proved himself to Chase University, and he's pumping him up, and it's just pretty cool to see the teamwork in that sense. But you have that happen. You got Braun Breaker coming out, now of course he turned heel, and yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it's just, I don't understand it, but yeah, he comes out, he's got the black singlet, and meaner than evil, whatever the hell that means. And yeah, this was a pretty good match, one and done deal. I mean, Braun Breaker demolished Chase and won the match. So yeah, just kind of like the new side, and I kind of figured that he was actually gonna go to Raw or SmackDown, but he's got some unfinished business, I'm sure. So we'll find out later what happens. It was still an interesting squash match, at least. And my girl, my chick, Cara Jade, taking on Lyra Valkyrie, and this match was actually very cool. I mean, Lyra kicked it off, but no match for Jade. She had taken her bat, and she was going to use it. The referee stopped her, so he takes the bat from her. His back is turned, and she clips Lyra in the leg, and then does the double arm DDT for the win, which obviously was pretty cool. I don't know what's next for Cara, and I honestly don't know what's next for Lyra Valkyrie. Like, it's gonna be interesting to see where it goes, and I mean, I don't know how long they're gonna make Cora wait before she becomes the NXT Women's Champion. I mean, I know she had a match with Andy Hartwell, but is there a rematch involved? I'm not sure. So, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens for Battleground and who the next opponent is. Spoiler alert, but, you know, this was a pretty good match too, and I'm very impressed with both of them actually. As much as I'm a fan of Cora Jade, I'm impressed with Lyra Valkyrie as well. So you do have the NXT Championship. Carmelo Hayes as Grayson Waller. And this match was a very good match too. And, you know, impressed by Grayson. You know, he goes on the outside, he grabs a chair, he tosses it in a ring, which Carmelo catches it. So the referee tries to get the chair away from Carmelo, because it isn't a no disqualification match. And as he's doing that, Grayson takes a chair and hits Tricks with it. And then, yeah, you know, there was a very good back and forth with this match. And then Carmelo did retain the title, which is very cool. Then he is on the mic and he challenges Braun Breaker to a rematch at Battleground, which, you know, it should be fun. I mean, Braun's, like I said, got the new attitude, and it's kind of like, okay, we'll see where this goes. But honestly, I think that Carmelo Hayes still has to keep the title for a little longer. I think that's best, and I mean, so he calls out Braun, but his music hits, and he comes from behind to blindside Carmelo, and then so that was cool. And then he takes him out on the outside and spears him through the barricade or whatever that is. And yeah, I mean, this was a good match all around. So I have a feeling, yeah, they will have their rematch at Battleground. So I mean, like I said, I don't want to see Carmelo lose the title just like that. I just want to see how much more he can keep it and see who the next challenger is going to be. We have Josh Briggs and Fallon Henley beating Brooke Jetson and Kiana James. I didn't really watch this match. I skimmed through it. You know, it was whatever. The brothers got back together, and yeah, I didn't much care for the storyline. I really didn't. Yeah, it was just dumb. It was another minor thing. Like, there's always going to be something, but I mean, I didn't like it at all. So, you have Obafema, who defeated Orhel Menza, which was a pretty cool match. And as one would say, big men slapping man meat. So anyways, this was a really cool match, and I mean, it was just, it was his debut. Alba was just a powerful force, and, you know, just really, I mean, no matter what Menza did, it was just too much, and Alba won. So, just a huge ass powerbomb. So for his debut, it was pretty fucking amazing. So we'll see what happens in the future. Maybe Battleground. But I do smell a new NXT champion in the future. This match is a triple threat for the NXT Women's title. Indy Hartwell defeating Roxanne Perez and Tiffany Stratton. Fuck, this match was good. And you know, Stratton jumping off the top rope onto the women on the outside, which seemingly injured Indy, and Indy got taken backstage. You have Roxanne hit a super Hurricane Rana, and that didn't work. Indy Hartwell did come back, you know, only using her one leg, but she got my respect, you know. You thought Roxanne was gonna win, but actually it was Tiffany, you know. She hit Roxanne and Tiffany got dragged outside by Indy, and Indy came into the ring to pin Roxanne for the win. And yeah, this was a really good match too. Very impressive with the women in this one. And I mean, Indy is an impressive champion, and like I said, a lot of respect for the fact that she fought through the injury. I'm not quite sure what she tweaked, but you know, we'll see what happens in the future. And obviously Battleground is coming up, so look forward to that. And yeah, this is gonna be an interesting couple weeks. So be back for next week, Wheels of Fury. Obviously I keep mentioning that, but it will happen with Backlash, so stay tuned for that too. But anyways, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. But I think that there's this myth out there that Jamie Keller
Gnarly.
that's why he took pleasure in cutting WCW. I don't think that's the case at all. Because if you look at some of his earlier interviews,